where did we learn the mindset of doing something, you need to be perfect first? Like, you need to be the best at it. We're human. And regardless to how we look at things, the only way we're going to learn a skill and get great at it is beginning. You must begin. So if you make a conscious choice and say, I'm going to learn how to sell, it, it, it's time to do it. Like, for instance, you don't even realize that you're selling, for example, if you tried something you never had before and for some reason you thought that it wasn't going to be as good until you tried it and you were like, holy cow, man, that's delicious, that's really good, that's tasty. It's like something happens in your taste buds, in your brain, in your like you shift, and then you don't realize that now you're trying to sell that to someone else. Man, have you had this before? Have you ever heard of it? Well, guess what, man? I heard this, that, and the third about it before, but I never tried it for some reason. I thought it was nasty. Or no one, I never grew up with something like this in my family, so I didn't even know it existed. Or maybe you're that person that don't like to try new things. But for some reason, I tried it, and man, you gotta try this. You're selling, right? You're using passion. Your octaves, your tone in your voice is changing, right? But you're passionate about it. It just don't seem like it because money is not involved, and you asking someone for something in return for what you're offering is not involved. See, there's different. So if you pay attention when you're trying to get someone to listen to that song, to read that new book that changed your life, watch a video, watch a movie, just anything. You are selling to even your own family members. You just don't realize you're doing it because money is not involved. You just think, like, pay attention when you ask somebody, you be like, oh, hey, do you mind taking out the trash, or do you mind washing the dishes? It's easy to say no. Like, most people don't want to do that. They do that because they have to do it. But then if you say something like, hey, do you mind taking out the trash today, and then for the rest of the week, don't worry about it, I got you. Yeah, you're cultivating that particular scenario in the way that's making them be like, man, I really don't like to do this. But if I do it just this one time, I don't got to do it for the rest of the week. All right, cool, whatever. Like, so just pay attention. You're selling without knowing it. So learn how to sell and get great out of it. But the whole point in that very first emotional intelligence motivation component is to get started.